there's something I need to bring to your knowledge. I mean, these days we mechanics are up against a lot of things, which are parts. Now, most customers do not understand that there's a great difference between brand new original parts, brand new fake parts, fairly used parts, bastardly used parts, and also the Niger used parts. They are different, and I'm going to be centering my discussions for just the original parts and the fairly used parts today. Now, you will agree with me that I don't think most dealerships these days and most reputable auto workshops these days do not give warranties on suspension systems. Why is it so? It is very simple. Most of these suspension systems are not built for the kind of road conditions that we find ourselves today. Hence, no dealer, no seller will want to give you a warranty on a shock absorber that probably will go in from my house in Salulu through Lagos Abeokuta Expressway to Renegade's house somewhere in Aja. It's not possible, you know. Now, the only parts that you probably can get warranties on, suspension parts, are the parts that are actually the reinforced ones, the ones that are built for that kind of terrain. They are in the likes of the Bilstein, the B6 and the B8. Now, but this is what happens when a customer comes to your workshop. They come to your workshop, they pay for fairly used parts, and they expect that by the time the car finishes, the fairly used parts is supposed to carry the car just like new parts carry the car. For instance, a car that was made in 2012 and in 2022 the owner is about to change the fuel pump. The owner is expecting that he changed a fairly used fuel pump today, and he expects that same fuel pump to carry him for like maybe 20 years. That's not possible. So we, the mechanic, are also at fault here. What do? We actually install these parts and also begin to brag about warranty. We fail to realize that no matter how clean a used part is, either fairly or madly using, the potency cannot be as good as that of the original part. So when you take, for instance, a customer comes to your shop and he complains about AC, and you change the compressor and everything is working well, he takes the car home, and after like 1 week the compressor goes bonkers. He comes to you with the impression that I just paid you for this part. Bro, na second-hand part you pay for. My name is MATTEY, and I'll be right back. There's a certain slogan out there in the market that says Tokumbo better pass new one. Yes, I when I listen to such kind of slogans, more like a payoff line to mechanics these days, I laugh. The reason why I laugh is because the new one is actually fake. There is no fairly used item out there that is better than a brand new confirmed original item. But because we find ourselves in a society where mediocrity thrives, we tend to believe that Tokumbo parts out there are better than new one. Mind you, it is better, it is safer to actually buy original brand new parts than the Tokumbo parts, especially if you're buying components that are very sensitive, components that will actually put you in trouble. Components like oil coolers, engine oil cooler, transmission oil coolers, radiator, it's better you buy brand new confirmed original parts. Now, for brands like BMW, no matter the aftermarket you buy, once it has to do with electrical items, it will never sit in well with the BMW. That is why it is very, very good for us to understand what we are doing. Now, in the BMW brand, two sensors can look alike. They can be installed in the same direction. They can be known to be doing two things, but they will not work when you switch them to other cars. Some are actually model specific. Some are actually model specific. And it's so funny that sometimes sensors are made and sensors are called the names they bear based on the positions they find themselves. For instance, I have seen where crankshaft sensors and camshaft sensors are swapped, and they both become crankshaft and camshaft sensor on the reverse. So these are the kind of things we find out there. Now, if you are a customer who takes your car to a mechanic, I think it will be nice for us to it will be nice for you as the car owner to understand that the mechanic is not actually a magician. Be kind enough to tell the mechanic the history of the car. This is the same thing that we do in the hospitals. When you go from one hospital to the other, you are expected to bring your medical record. Most clients will think that by telling the mechanic the truth, you are also trying to cut corners. Well, I don't blame you, but it is nice to tell the mechanic what the history of the car is. By so doing, you'll be saving time and saving cost and also saving stress. Most mechanics are also fond of, most customers are always fond of transfer aggression. The fact that you are coming from MATTEY's place where you were swindled, okay, does not mean that JD Autos is going to swindle you. Visit every mechanic workshop with an open mind and wait until they clear your doubt. Now, when you get to any mechanic workshop, be patient with the mechanic to do their diagnosis. Let them give you a time frame. Make sure that they understand that and they speak the language that you, the car owner, understands. By so doing, we will keep a cleaner, safer relationship between the mechanic and the customers. The name is MATTEY. It is my world, it is my passion, it is my BMW. Thank you.